Alright, hey, this is Hans again with another installment of Instant Noodle Recipe Time, the show where I show you what I know about instant noodles. I've reviewed over 3,000 varieties and posted around 2,940 of them, so yeah. Anyways, today I've got something special again. This is the second of a three-part series on Vite Ramen. Vite Ramen did a really successful Kickstarter campaign, and their whole thing is really nutritious, tasty, and quick instant noodles, unlike anything you've had before. And so that's cool. Today we're doing Vite Ramen's Garlic Pork, which I am very enthused about. Of the three varieties that they have, this is the one that has piqued my curiosity the most. Yeah, and I mean, the first one I started out with on was the, what do you call it? The vegan mushroom. Vegan mushroom shio. And honestly, I'm not a big fan of mushroom, but this was good. I liked it. So that's a good sign, you know. Anyways, I got water boiling. Takes 2.5 cups of water. And I've got this pack all prepped out and ready to go. We're going to throw in some stuff. But first, let's have a look at your noodle. Here is the noodle block. Like so. Dropping it in. Here is the seasoning, soup base. Throwing it in. I will say it looks a lot like the what do you call it? Oh, and I got to turn it down because last time I let it boil over. That wasn't good. Here's the vegetables. And here is this. This is just a little bit of canola oil. Not a whole lot, but a little bit of oil really is. You do want noodles to have a little bit of, at least ramen, a little bit of oiliness to them. Kind of makes the broth a little more fuller. You need 3 minutes and you're going to boil over again. God, I suck. Anyways. Yeah. Oh, but what boiled over smelled pretty dang good. So that's a plus. Back on the hob, as they call it in jolly old England. And yeah, so we got 3 minutes of cook time. T-minus 2 minutes and 39 seconds. As I was saying in the last episode, we're having poor air quality conditions over most of western Washington. The fires in Oregon, Northern California, Eastern Washington, and Canada kind of all are converging on this area that I live in. Just north of us is this area that they just call the convergence zone. And basically what happens is in that one area, you get like ultra concentrated super weather. You know, you don't get hurricanes, you don't get typhoons. I think they've had water spouts there before. I can't remember. But I remember 2-3 months ago, we were driving home and we drove through that area and it was raining so hard it felt like our front window was just gonna break in our car. I mean, it was intense, really intense. But yeah, so all the air is gonna converge in this area, all the pollutants, right? And then there's going to be, I think they said, a low pressure zone on one side, a high pressure on the other, however that works. And basically it's going to be like, somebody's going to like take a cigarette, and if we were like a soda bottle, they're just going to blow some smoke in there and cap the lid. So that's pretty crummy. Last week it was pretty bad, but this week they're actually doing a warning about it. So I guess if you have poor breathing, you're supposed to not like herc on the air. I don't know. But yeah, kind of crazy. Kooky, crazy. other than that, not a lot going on. Winding down. About to be out. Actually, by the time when you're watching this, it might already be September. That's insanity, isn't it? I mean, I just don't know what to think of such things. Freaks me out. I mean, I'm visibly freaked out, I think. Alright, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and better be deep. Okay, so if you watched the last episode, you'd know about this fancy bowl. And right here, it's got this V on it. Well, the V stands for Vite Ramen. However, it also, what it does is it lets you know a useful piece of information. So there is there's one more sachet, and I haven't added it yet. Because what you're supposed to do, this smells pretty good too. What you're supposed to do is wait for it. The V. Okay, here. The V will get warm and disappear. Here, let's just move this over here. I'll do this whole thing again because this is pretty neat. I've never seen anything really like this. Here, come with me. So see that V? It's disappearing quick. So once it gets back down to 160 degrees, which is the optimal temperature to add that extra bit of powder, which has, like, you know, vitamins, nutrients, protein, I think. Once it gets down to that and it becomes green again, and you mix that in, you're good. Because at higher temperatures, those vitamins and stuff will break down or just be not as effective. They just will, yeah. I mean, you don't boil vitamins before you take them, right? So I'm sure that's not really like a weird thing. But yeah, so it takes a little while. But I thought today we would kind of combine a cooking time with a, what do you call it, unboxing time. Because I just got an envelope in the mail from them, which is pretty neat. So let's see what's crack-a-lacking in here. I really have no idea. I know he did mention that there would be the nutrition info, so I could jawbone about that a little bit. Cracking it open. It's the first time I've actually done a combination episode of anything. Oh, maybe not. I've done Momofuku Ando times that were pretty nutty. Alright. So let's see here. Cool. Okay. So this looks like basically promotional material with the information. Wow, that's cool. This one's for the soy sauce chicken. This one is mentioning, welcome to the Vite Ramen beta program. So I think they're sending samples not just to me, but to other people to try. Cool. And what do we got here? Okay, so the one I'm making today is the garlic pork. So, and I've got a nice big card with all the information on it. So let's run through what it says here. The whole pack is one serving, and it's 500 calories. It's got 12 grams of fat with 1.3 grams saturated. polyunsaturated, monounsaturated, under 5 milligrams of cholesterol, 560 milligrams of sodium. That's not bad. That's quite low. Full of carbs. Obviously, it's a wheat noodle. 70 grams of carbs. 7 grams of it though are fiber, and 4 grams is sugar. Total sugar is 4 grams. Includes 0 grams added sugar. This one has 30 grams of protein, and it's showing here for your daily value. That's 60% of your daily recommended daily allowance of protein. 60%. So that's cool. And then there's just a whole slew of vitamins. We've got, and they're almost all 25%. So there's vitamin D, there's potassium, vitamin E, riboflavin. That one's 35%. Folate, that's 35%. Pantothenic acid, zinc, manganese, choline, 325 milligrams of calcium, vitamin A, vitamin K. Vitamin K, you don't see that very often. I take blood thinners, so I have to watch for that. And actually, it's something that has to do with how your blood coagulates. Vitamin K is good for that. So that's kind of neat. It's very thorough in this. Niacin, vitamin B12, 30%. Iodine, selenium, chromium, iron. For vitamin C, it's got 60% of your daily, 50% of your thiamine for the day. Vitamin B6, biotin, magnesium, copper, and one of my favorite vitamins and minerals, molybdenum, because it does not only, I mean, it's good for you, you know, copper, zinc, iron, stuff like that. It actually does come, these are minerals based on metals. But molybdenum is a metal used to help strengthen swords, I believe, or strengthen metals. So that's kind of neat, you know? It's like, I feel stronger, I've had my molybdenum. So, yeah, and this pork flavor one does include pork, and reason being that this one has like 30 grams of protein, because they're using bone broth. So that stuff has lots of protein in it. So that's cool. And we're getting there. So yeah, let's let this finish cooling off to the point of adding the nutrient sachet contents. Catchy. And then I'll be right back. And it'll seem like nothing happened. Just like that. Alright, yeah, just like that. Oh wait, I'm back. Cool. Yeah, so it's down pretty much all the way. I'm good with that. Okay. So there we are. Now we need to add in our stuffings to make it truly have everything that it says it has. So we're going to add in this powder here. Come on. There we go. Okay, as I did with the last one, I'm just going to kind of broth it up here. It seems to be quick dissolving, which I think is fantastic. A lot of the time you do something like this and it's just like not, it's going to want to clump up and stuff like that, but seems to be doing just fine. So yeah, I'm going to shovel you over a little bit. Alright, I'm going to have my first taste of this garlic pork. Where'd that from? And the noodle. Mmm. Fascinating. Alright. I like that one too. That's good. So, I'm going to make it easier to do some garnishing fun by eating a little bit more of this noodle, because there's a lot of it. And I want to show off the broth too. Mm. All right. Cool. I want that there. Like that. All right. Get it on. We're gonna put some mung bean sprouts. I really like mung bean sprout. And I'm gonna decide what I want to do next. I think I want to do the egg next, because I just made some what do you call them? Some softies. The last few I've made haven't come out so wonderfully. They just don't want to do as they're told. So we're gonna see if perhaps this one will behave. And the behavior so far seems to be so good. Spoon, we have a scissoring action. I'm gonna go like this. Perfect. At least perfect for me, I like it. And got some chashu, a little piece of this ume stuff, umebaki. I can't remember what it's called. It's a little bit sweeter than normal Naruto. And then a ton of spring onion and nanami togarashi. I like that stuff. Japanese spicy blend. And I'm debating, what do you think? Should I? I will. No, not on this one. I want to keep this one a little more happy looking. Yeah, the other one looked good, but subdue it a little bit. But yeah, that looks good. You'd eat that, wouldn't you? I mean, come on. And it's healthy. That's kind of the creepy part of it. That shouldn't be healthy. That should be like somewhat funky. But no, it's healthy. Anyways, yeah, I like this one. And let me know when you get it in the store and you try it. Put some comments in the bottom, because I know they're very curious about it, and I'm very curious about it now too. And yeah, a lot of companies have tried to make healthier instant noodles in the past, and this one just seems like a really good shot at it. And it's not just quality wise, it's healthy wise. So yeah. All right, well, this has been Hans the Ramen Rater, wishing you enjoyment of your noodles every day. And if you like this video, look at all this. Look at this video here and here. If they're not showing up, they will, or maybe they were showing already. Anyways, they should be related. I hope you like them. And if you don't, well, I'm really sorry. But, you know, I'm not perfect. Anyways, this has been Hans the Ramen Rater, wishing you enjoyment of your noodles every day. Have a good one. Bye.